This video is part of the Lay the Draw video study, a statistical analysis of over 100 football matches to find out if the Lay the Draw strategy actually works, and if so, what betting conditions need to be present to guarantee a profit. The results of this study can be found exclusively at www.mikesandbettingtips.com. Okay, we've got three more games here which are about to kick off. We've got an English Cup game, an Italian Division 2 or Serie B, and an Italian Lega Pro Division 1. Looks like. We're first going to check the 0-0 odds in each of these. First of all, the Regina game, the 0-0 is going at 9, and Benevento, which is this game here, the Division 1, the 0-0 is at 9.8 to back, and the Cheltenham Hereford, this is the Cup game, English Cup game, the 0-0 is at 15. So we're going to keep an eye on those as the match goes on. I'm going to come back, we've got about 2 or 3 minutes to go. I'm going to come back and look at the match odds now. So looking at the match odds on the draw then for these games, the Benevento game, we've got about 3.45, 3.5 on the draw. So we're going to go in there, and 3.65 for Frosinone and 2.28 for Benevento. Let's have a look at this Regina Crotone game, 2.56 for this one. Crotone at 3.55. Going to go in for the draw at 3.15, and the Cheltenham Hereford match odds is 4.1 for the draw and 5.6 for Hereford, 1.74 for Cheltenham. So they're strong favourites there. So we're going to come back as these three games continue and see what happens. Just a little note, this Cheltenham game has just started. It's a cup game. It's interesting to note that the price actually went up. We're only 3 minutes in, but the price on the draw definitely went up, as you can see at the beginning of the game, so it's just something to bear in mind. I'll just come back a few minutes later, so see we're 6 minutes in. The price has actually come back down to where we started, so just really making a note of that really. That's just doing a price check after between 10 and 15 minutes. First of all, the Cheltenham game after 14 minutes here, the price has come down. Remember this price went up, it's come down, it's now about 3.8, 3.85. Let's change to Regina Calcio. Regina. This one still 0-0 after 12 minutes. The price has only come down like one tick or so. And the third game, Benevento game, this one's come down quite a bit more. Well, after 11 minutes, this has come down to 3.25ish, 3.2. So a bit more movement in that game. That's the Serie A game. Sorry, the Italian Division 1. So interesting that that's come down a bit more than certainly than this game, the Division 2 game. Okay, just got a goal in the Cheltenham game. This is the cup game after 17 minutes. So let's have a look, see what happens here. The price, as you can see, went probably down to about 3.75. Let's see where it comes back in. So the price came back in about 6.2, 6.4 there, just after that game in the Cheltenham match. So we'll come back here in 5 or 10 minutes to see what's going on. Okay, we've got a goal in this game, the Crotone game. So let's just actually, and in the Cheltenham game as well. So 2 goals at once here. Let's just go back to the Regina game quickly. So this is 1-0 to Regina, and you can see the price had come down to about 305. Hadn't moved much when the goal went in. Let's see what happens now. I'm going to flick back to that in a second. From 305, let's go back to the Cheltenham game. This match is also suspended. The price of the draw went up to about 5.7. It's now 1-1. Just here, so let's have a look and see what happens. The draws come down to around here somewhere, 345, 3.5. Let's give it a second to come back in. So it's about 3.5 on the Cheltenham game. That seems to be what it's kind of settled at, 3.45. Back to the Regina game, and it's come back at about 3.8. So one goal ahead here. It's gone up from 3.8 from 3.15, which is where we got in at. Just doing a check on this Benevento game. After 23 minutes, the draws come down from 3.5 between 3 and 2.78. So it's somewhere between here. Bit of activity around 2.94. Let's just check the other game, the Regina game. Hang on. That's still the 1-0 goal, isn't it? Okay, that's still around 3.6 then. And the Cheltenham Hereford, about 3.5. This game's just been suspended, so possibly a goal in this game. I see the price had come down to about 2.94 after 26 minutes on the draw. This might be a false alarm, but I think there was a false alarm because you still got there's no goal there, so we're still trading about 288, well, around here somewhere between these 2 points. So price check at the moment on the Benevento game after 37 minutes. We're down to about between 258 and 272. The Regina game, this is where it's 1-0 to Crotone. We're about 3.6. And the Cheltenham game, which is 41 minutes in, this is the cup game. This is on about 3. That's the 1-1 game. I'll come back at exactly on half time. So just getting a half time check on these games. The first one is the Benevento then. You can see we're more or less half time. This is still 0-0 and we're down to 252, 254. The other game is the Cheltenham Hereford, which is still a draw. And you can see that's down to 282. And the other one is the Regina Crotone, which is 1-0 to Crotone. And you can see the price is about 355, 3.6 on that one. So we come back after about 5 or 10 minutes into the second half. Just an update then on these scores. We're 53 minutes in. This game here, the 0-0 draw still, it's gone down to about 2.3. The Regina game, we're 52 minutes on. We're still about 355, 3.6. And the Cheltenham game, the Cheltenham game is about 268. That's after 54 minutes, 53 minutes. So I'll come back in about 10 minutes or so. Price check after 60 minutes here in this 0-0. The price has come down to about 2. About 2 there. And the Regina game, Price of the draw is around about 3.55 to 3.7, and the Cheltenham game is 2.42. Just another price check on this game of Calcio. The draws come down to about 187 to 1.9. The Regina game still about the same, 365. Cheltenham game, that's gradually coming down, isn't it? I think 2.18, 2.2. This is after about 67 minutes, 66 minutes. We'll come back in about 10 minutes or so. Okay, come back at 76 minutes in this game, and the draws between 157, 159ish around here. That's on the Benevento game, which is still the 0-0. And we're going to have a look at this Regina game as well. As you can see, that's about 4.1. That's been suspended, so possibly a goal here. Let's have a look. So there was actually a goal in that game. 76 minutes there, so the price on the draw has come down. To 1.71 now, 1.62. So I think we've got all the information we need. They'll probably come back at the end to see if this game did actually end 0-0, because we're trying to find out how many games end in 0-0 as well.